So, you know when you're in the mood for playing some horror games such as like Five Nights at Freddy's, you would probably think of the OG games like Five Nights at Freddy's 1 or something. But then you start to realize that maybe you want to try and play some fan games. If you're thinking of Five Nights at Freddy's fan games, you would probably want to try and want to play the better ones, such as Five Nights at Candy's. And that is what we're doing today. So, hello everyone, do you cool dudes? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be beating. Wait, what? Oh, no, not that. I'm going to be explaining how I beat Five Nights at Candy's without using the cameras. So, the other day, I was doing a challenge in Five Nights at Candy's where I live streamed the games that doing without. Can I beat it like 100% it without using the cameras? And now that was a live stream, and the footage you're watching right now is actually not that one. It's actually my other live stream of the game when I just play through it. So I am going to be explaining on how I beat that, and I guess we'll just get started now. So Five Nights at Candy's 1 works very similar to Five Nights at Freddy's 1, but for a few differences. Because in Five Nights at Candy's 1 there's like three different differences. So first of all, as you can see on screen, the cameras have a night vision feature because the lights are turned off during the night. Well, it makes sense because why would you waste power for no reason? Uh, we've also got a third door that's right in front of us, and finally, we don't actually have door lights either. And also maybe another bonus fact for it: the doors drain power exponentially. Um, yeah, I don't fully understand how that works, but well, I guess I'll try my best to get into that later. But anyway, let's go to night one. Okay, so if you're new to this like Five Nights at Freddy's like explaining stuff, if you're probably confused, what were those numbers at the start and random letters? Well, those random numbers were the animatronics AI values and start times. Um, yeah. Can't it. I didn't actually get the AI values on my own because I couldn't find them myself. I actually found them from another YouTuber by the name of the Bones 5. Um, yeah, because I'm terrible at research. Yeah, but you should go check him out. He's really good. He's way better than me. But anyway, back on the video. If you were if you're wondering what those random letters were, oh god. Oh, by the way, I'm not actually playing the game right now. This is my stream of the challenge. So anyway, with those random letters, CACICH, those are the first three animatronics, and they're called Candy the cat, Cindy the cat, and Chester the chimpanzee. Um, so yeah. So we've got the two cats, Candy, his AI value is 3. Cindy, which is Candy's sister, apparently, is got an AI of 2. And Chester has an AI of 1. And 100. They also have start times as well. Candy's start time is 170 seconds, Cindy's 200 seconds, and Chester's is 290 seconds. And every single hour in this game is an hour. Wait, what? No, every single hour in this game is a minute and 10 seconds, which means every single night is 7 minutes long. After the animatronic certain start timer has started, they start to move around the building. And, well, since we're not using the cameras, we have absolutely no idea where they are ever. But however, when they get to the door, we only have to worry about it when they actually get to the door. So when all three of them get to the door, those being Candy, Cindy, and Chester, when they get to the door, we don't even need door lights because their eyes glow up in the doorway. Or if you come to think of it, Chester is, I don't think he's really active enough to get to the door on night 1 because he only has his AI is at 1, and I'm pretty sure he first gets active at 4 AM, I think it is. Candy gets active at 2 AM, and Cindy gets active at 3 AM? Yeah. The strategy I had for night 1 was, well, as you can clearly see on screen right now, we're looking for this, doing this. And if you saw right there, that right there was Candy. How's that Candy, you may be asking? Well, Candy can move both. Candy can go to both the left and the right door. Cindy can only go to the right door, and Chester can only go to the left door. So yeah, if we see the eyes, just close the door, wait for a few seconds, open it up again, and yeah. So yeah, you don't really need the camera for night 1. But anyway, let's go to night 2. Okay, so night 1 was very easy. Night 2 is mainly the exact same. Ow. Because we use the exact same strategy. As you probably saw from that intro card, or whatever you would call it, we've got the other animatronics, the first 3 ones, their AI values have gone up a little bit. And their start times have gone down, which means they're going to start moving a lot earlier. You could probably see on screen here that they're going to start moving at 12 AM. Before I get into the information of the new animatronic that gets added in this night, I just wanted to let you know, if this Reddit is my no camera challenge, now I do have 2 different live streams on this, but in the no challenge one, it's mainly dark around the entire screen, but on the actual playthrough itself, when I played with the cameras, it's bright around the computer. Just to let you know. Alright. So the new animatronic is in this night is the Penguin. And he is the easiest animatronic to deal with because he can't kill you, apparently. So the Penguin is very similar to Cindy because he follows the exact same movement path as her and only goes to the right door. And if you don't close the door quick enough, he gets into the office, doesn't kill us, and he hides under our desk. And when he gets to the door, his eyes also glow up in the doorway, but they're down down on the doorway, which means it would be obvious to know when he's there. So, so yeah, he hides under the desk, and he acts very similar to Balloon Boy from Fnac 2, but hides under the desk like JJ from Fnac 2 as well. And he randomly opens and closes doors every like 5 seconds or something. And he always says a voice on a lot. You know, take this clip for it. Just take just watch this for example.
Can I take your order? Can I take your order?
Yeah, there you go. There's this strap for you. He hides under the desk, open and randomly closes the doors for like every like 4 or 5 seconds or something. And he also says that, "Can I take your order?" line a lot. I mean, order because it makes sense because he's a waiter. So yeah, he does not matter to the challenge much. So yeah, no, that's it. All I got to say for night 2, I guess. On to night 3. Alright, so night 3, now the challenge actually starts to get a bit hard. Now, compared to night 3, we've got another new animatronic that gets added, and this new one is actually makes this challenge quite a bit of a pain. That new animatronic in this night is called Blank. Now, as you could probably tell, now Blank, he acts very similar to Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's 1. So he works completely different from everyone else because he tries to get through into the office through the ticket booth window. So, similar to Foxy, Blank progresses in 4 different stages. It's called attack phases. He's got four different attack phases. The first one is where he's looking at the floor. The second one is where he's looking at the camera. The third one is where he actually stands up, is where he moves into the room. And stage 4 is where he leaves the room and then he runs as quick as he can to camera 5, which is obviously right outside of the ticket booth window. And if you don't close the door at all, he's gonna punch the glass as hard as he can and literally smash through it! You know, people are probably happy I don't talk through my streams recently. Oh! Yeah. That's my clip, of course, by the way. So, unfortunately, night 3 is a pain. Blank is a problem for one reason. Because when he's at the ticket booth window, he waits in camera 5 for exactly 5 seconds, I think it is. And his eyes don't actually glow outside of it. As you saw there, that was Blank attacking. So unfortunately, you've got to guess to close the window. Otherwise, he will smash it. So, his AI for this night is 4, and his start time is 60 seconds. A whole minute. So every time he tries to move, there's a 1 in 5 chance that he's going to be able to move into the next phase. And apparently, closing the ticket booth window apparently stalls him. Kind of. I don't know how. Yeah. And we're gonna have to wait until roughly close to around 2 a.m. to close that door and wait for him to attack. But that sounds like a bad strategy, but it's the easiest way, probably just to save power. And yeah, it's not bad. No. And also the strategy, we've got to check the doors a little bit quicker. Yeah. So, yeah. It's not really a good strategy, but unfortunately, it's only going to get harder because he obviously gets more active, just like the others. Alright, let's just get on to night 4. Alright, so night 4, as usual, adds another new animatronic into the game. But now it starts to get a little bit more hard. So the new animatronic that gets added in this night is personally my favourite character out of Five Nights at Candy's. And that character is Old Candy. Yeah. So Old Candy is very similar to Chester, apparently. When he can only go to the left door. So which means he has like the exact same like movement path as him. But Old Candy, he has two different he has one reason on why he actually makes the challenge hard. There's another feature. There's two reasons that he's similar to Blank. So he's similar to Blank. He actually starts in a camera and has got 3 like stages he needs to get through before he gets to the next camera, which is Chester's main camera. I guess that's something I didn't mention earlier, but oh come on, that's useless. But anyway, when Old Candy gets to the door, similar to Blank, we can't see his eyes. I mean, it makes sense. I guess his name is Old Candy, which means his eyes probably don't work properly. And unfortunately, he is really aggressive. Unfortunately, he's more aggressive than Blank. With an AI of 7 and a start time of 30 seconds, and Blank is literally double the start time and less of AI than him. So yeah, what we did in night 3 with Blank, we randomly, closed the door like just like that, as you see on screen. There's like no cameras footage again. But the thing I did, yeah, look at this. The strategy I'm using with Old Candy is literally this. I'm shutting the left door completely randomly. If I do open it, I can just do that, let it reset, keep it open for a little bit, close it again, and from time to time, I'll open it up again. Yeah, like that. Like, close it, yeah, just open it like that. And that's the strategy I had for night 4. So that's the strategy I had for Old Candy. And however, obviously, if we don't shut the door at all, he will, kill us. Alright, that's all I've got to say for night 4. I guess let's just get on to night 5. Okay, so in night 5, unfortunately, the animatronics are actually getting ridiculous. As we just spoke of last night, unfortunately, if you look from that like intro card or whatever, Old Candy, Cindy, and Candy, their AIs are in double digits. Old Candy is the main reason why night 5 is hard. He is by far the second hardest animatronic to deal with an AI of 12 and a start time of 6. So basically, he's guaranteed. He's pretty much almost guaranteed to get to the door at 12 a.m. and mainly guaranteed to get to the door first. So, what are we going to do? Yep, that's right. We're going to close the left door. We're going to have the left door closed a little bit longer. We're going to keep it closed a lot like... Okay, from time to time, maybe I can go over to the left door, instantly open it, just to check, but Nah, you're gonna want to close that immediately because he's almost guaranteed to get to the door first, and he's guaranteed to get there at 12 a.m. Blank start time is still at 60 seconds for some reason, but his AI literally goes up by 2. And Old Candy's AI from like 4 literally goes up to 5. Goes up by 5, wow. So yeah, he's guaranteed to get to the door at 12 a.m. I'm pretty sure. I guess night 5, that's nothing I gotta say. I guess now we're gonna, yeah, that's it for night 5, I guess. It's just, and actually, this is impressive. It's still like, this is still deathless. Wow. Alright, let's just get into night 4. Wait, what? Alright. If you didn't think the last night was bad, well, this night 6, this is just bad. Literally, every single animatronic, except for Penguin, has a double-digit AI. And there's another animatronic that gets added in this night, and it's literally the hardest animatronic for this challenge. However, he actually first spawns in night 5, but it's very rare for him to actually kill you in night 5, so it didn't really include that. But the animatronic that's in this night is the rat. And he's the final animatronic, or main animatronic for the game. And it's literally the hardest. Because a bit like Blank and Old Candy, you can't see his eyes. But similar to Candy, he can attack from both the left door and the right door. So yeah. And unfortunately, yeah, his AI on night 6 is 14, with a start time of 5. Which basically means he's basically guaranteed to get to the door first. And basically at 12 a.m. Most likely. Because everyone else is just, has a higher start time. Old Candy is guaranteed to get there second. Yeah. Blank has an AI of 10 and a start time of 30 seconds. So he's guaranteed to attack before 12 a.m. as well. But, so what we're going to do for the strategy, similar to the last 2 nights, where we were constantly shutting the left door for Old Candy. But now, we're going to do the exact same with Rat, but same with the right door. Constantly close it from time to time. And we're still doing it deathless. Yeah, that was lucky. The thing is there, Blank was actually the reason for that power outage. Because I constantly kept the door shut, the ticket booth window door shut. And if you remember on what I said in night 3, it stalls him. Yeah. But we still did it deathless. But unfortunately, we're not done because we still have to get onto the max mode. 720. Alright. As of a custom night, it's 720. You should know this is the max mode of the game. Well, unfortunately, actually this is similar to night 6, where the animatronics, the AI, is all 20. And they all have the exact same start time, I'm pretty sure. So, unfortunately, they're moving extremely fast. Blank is still the main reason. Counting it right, he attacks every, 15 to 20 seconds in 720. So, yeah, I had a much easier time, actually, literally tracking him. But we're still doing it deathless, right? The footage you just watched there was the failing attempt. This right here is the winning attempt. Unfortunately, if you probably saw, I closed the right door to see if it was disabled. Then I instantly opened it back up. But the problem was, I should have kept it closed. I went to the left door, opened it up, moved back to the right door, and it was disabled, and it pretty much, yeah, quite clearly was Rat. He ruined it. He actually ruined the deathless streak. Well, at least we still could have done second try. Come on. Let's go! Success! I'm quite excited over that because I'm quite proud of myself. Well, that is it for the video. Now, I know I didn't include Night Null in this, the secret night. However, I'm going to be making it a separate video on that because it's completely different. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, why not just like and subscribe, turn on notifications, you'll be notified every time I upload. And you probably don't want to miss videos for things especially like these ones. Honestly, they're actually impressive. So anyway, yeah, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate all of you. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.